For week 8, we're going to be studying photography, so you're going to need to read chapter 9 in your text. I love this saying, photography helps people to see. It helps us to see what's truly around us that's beautiful. Sometimes we walk through life with blinders on, and I think photography opens up a whole new world to us. This is a perfect place on the lesson forum to be able to post your photographs and for all of us to see things that you think is beautiful or interesting. I'd love to see some here. There are 2 PDF files that you can go through for that's on photography. And I really highly suggest that because chapters 9, 11, and 13, you will not have to take in a proctor situation, I would use the study guide to take notes on. I know it's optional, but I think it's really helpful. And you'll just be able to have that laying down in front of you, and it'll be easier for you to find the answers instead of going through your textbook. So while you're reading, keep this out and you can fill it in, and also you can fill it in as you look at the PDF files. There's a series of just short clips here. They're about sometimes a minute, 2 minutes long, and it will take you through the history of photography. And the first 2 clips are of silent movies. This is one of the very first beginning ones, and then we get into one that's a little bit more advanced. Keep in mind that silent movies lasted for over 30 years. And the next one shows you what can happen when we have when they changed over from silent movies to talkies. And this is just a short clip that I think you'll find very interesting of what happened when they tried to take some silent movie stars and put them into a talkie. And then we come into the ones in 1939. There were 2 movies that actually showed color on the motion picture screen for the first time, which was Gone with the Wind and also The Wizard of Oz. Keep in mind that these are optional, but I think they'd just be fun for you to look at and see the history of photography. And of course, we come into animation into the next one. You will have an assignment this week. It's on selfies. We all know what selfies are. I'm sure you've taken a lot of them of yourself. And so did Rembrandt. He didn't have a camera back then, but he used his paint and his paintbrush to create his selfies. He did over 90 self-portraits in his lifetime. He started when he was a young man in his 20s until he passed away. And you can see that he wore all different kinds of costumes. He had different emotions and different lighting. That's what you're going to be doing this week. You're going to be doing the same thing that Rembrandt did, but you're going to do it with your camera. You'll be taking 3 selfies, and from the shoulders up, each portrait should create a different emotion. And you're going to use different types of lighting, and I want to see different costumes, hats, makeup. And then after you've taken your photos, you will submit them in 2 places. You will submit them on the Dropbox and on a discussion board. Now for the Dropbox, you're going to put your photos into a Word document. You'll label each photo with its emotion. Then you'll just write a very brief description, maybe a couple of sentences, explaining how you created that emotion by describing the lighting that you used, the props that you chose, and why. And there again, a PDF file is the best thing to upload if you can. Then for the second part of it, you will post your photos onto the discussion boards, but they will not have labels and there will be no descriptions. You will just number them 1, 2, and 3 because you're going to go onto your classmates' postings and you have to at least post on 2, and you're going to first guess what is the emotion of each one of those photos, and then just in a couple of sentences address the effectiveness of the lighting and the props that they used. And then I want you to rate each photo on a scale from 1 to 10 of how successful they were. And there again, this is worth 10 points, and the other one is worth 25 points. And you will find the Dropbox in the same module, and you can see it's worth 20 points here, and also there is your instructions again. And then here is the discussion board. And this is where you'll be posting your comments right here. If you have any questions on anything, please let me know. Enjoy the week. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to seeing your selfies. Bye-bye.